me, Skip, I think Floyd just looked. Floyd, you done made enough money.
Things didn't go right. You know, took a loss. I took a heavy loss, actually. But nothing can hold me back.
Get back?
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Yeah,
Shannon Sharpe expressed serious disappointment over reports surrounding Floyd Mayweather and an alleged $42 million scam, arguing that even if all state and federal legal requirements were properly followed, Mayweather should have personally verified the deal and exercised greater caution before making such a major financial decision.
The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the internal revenue.
Facing criticism over his financial decisions, Mayweather explained that his focus on money is not about being a bad person, but about creating freedom and enjoying life on his own terms, using his wealth to explore opportunities and experiences that most people would never consider.
But you seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. You know, we can't feed our family just saying I love you. You know, money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different experiences.
Mayweather admitted that his business approach involves taking major risks, investing in ventures others may not understand, and accepting that many of those decisions can fail, reflecting his willingness to gamble on big opportunities for the chance of an even bigger payoff.
My team, as well as my family around the world, so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me. And it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes. And
then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. You know, I've gotten great results because
Mayweather has often presented his wealth as a symbol of success, showcasing cash and financial milestones on social media. But while he sees these displays as proof of his achievements, critics like Shannon Sharpe question whether such a strong focus on appearing wealthy could come at the expense of careful financial management.
The money man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. I need everybody. That girl collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
Sharpe also criticized Mayweather's exhibition fights, arguing that many fans tune in hoping to see him finally lose, and that the events have become more about entertainment and spectacle than traditional competition, comparing them to WWE-style shows and questioning whether Mayweather is relying on his legacy to generate more profit.
He could be 60 years of age and people would still pay per view to watch him box.
And so the allure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name that we are. Man, a YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't?
Yes.
No.
But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked down.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point, there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0, and that's the allure of this.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way. So he doesn't see, like, you know, like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
what?
Like, oh my goodness.
Okay.
Sharpe also pointed to Mayweather's exhibition with Logan Paul, arguing that the event was more focused on money and entertainment than preserving the image of a boxing legend, and he questioned whether Mayweather's pursuit of financial opportunities could ultimately come at the expense of his legacy and reputation.
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah, get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
It's not even the right Paul. It's not Jake Paul. It's the older
we get
brother.
the brother. We get the brother.
He's
there.
easier.
Look, I was like, I started with the moment Nate Robinson hit that canvas face first.
Yep.
I'm like, who can we nominate as an athlete to get our get back? I looked at James Johnson.
Okay, but it's not Jake. It's the older brother.
I want somebody.
Somebody?
Brandon Marshall. Our first things first, Brandon Marshall.
Yep.
But I'm going to tell you who good with their hands and you might not know. Curtis Martin.
So what?
And we want our get back. That's what. What?
So you want Curtis Martin to fight Jake Paul
I
now?
wanted to fight something. We go get our get back. Y'all not finna have bragging
Well,
rights.
this isn't even a fight.
Nope.
This is an exhibition.
No, I know what happens.
How low can you go?
Skip, I know you over there. You're like, yeah, we got him. You know, no. We go get our get back. This for the culture. We got to represent. Money, represent.
Represent?
Yep, lump him up.
You represented against Conor McGregor, and it was a worthy fight.
That's
It
okay,
was
we'll
actually
get
a battle.
We gonna lump him up. Yeah.
As Mayweather expands into real estate, his claims have drawn fresh skepticism after he reportedly said he acquired 1,000 units across 62 New York buildings, while available property records appeared to show no ownership changes, raising questions about the accuracy of those claims.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, we all know him, the tremendous, talented boxer, but people don't realize how smart he is in business, especially real estate. He just did a blockbuster deal, forget about it. Upper Manhattan, 1,000 units, consisting of 60 buildings, affordable housing, $402 million purchase price. The seller, Black Spruce Management. This is going to be a monster, huge deal. Already a very big portion of it already closed. The remaining portion should be closing the beginning of 2025. This is a guy who believes in long-term wealth, generational wealth. He's heavily involved in skyscrapers. Now he's getting very, very big in affordable housing in Upper Manhattan. Tremendous deal, $402 million. Once again, 1,000 units, 60 buildings. Forget about it, Maron. That's what I'm talking about. That's smart. That's generational wealth, in my opinion. Not financial advice, not a financial planner, but very, very impressed. Floyd Mayweather Jr., not too shabby. V for victory.
Attempts to verify Mayweather's real estate claims reportedly created even more uncertainty, as a representative said the purchases were legitimate but declined to speak publicly, while questions surrounding the identity and voice of another caller added further doubt about the authenticity of the reported property portfolio.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple.
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and
Yeah, it's
100
true.
and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably
so
62
think about
buildings.
it.
Yeah.
If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Right.
Or if he makes commercial properties.
Mayweather's representative linked his interest in rent-regulated housing to his childhood and said Floyd viewed the strategy as a way to build wealth while helping communities. But critics remain skeptical about whether that personal story fully supports the unclear claims surrounding his real estate ambitions.
Collecting rent, hustlers. You know how much rent that is? And guess what? I don't know his paperwork, but obviously if you spent that much in real estate, it looks like he spent it in one shot. But even if he didn't, but usually he did. And if he dealt with the same person, you get a deal, right? So through these deals, he's making money. It's definitely an income situation. They're all apartments. It's not a commercial building. They're all apartment buildings, which are commercial, but they're apartments. So guess what? $402 million in real estate. Hey, he's $500 million in real estate just off apartment.
Mayweather's growing interest in real estate has attracted attention, but some experts question whether his claims accurately reflect the size of his portfolio, with limited documentation and bold statements creating uncertainty around his reported investments and leaving the public divided between admiration and skepticism.
That Floyd ain't still out here doing big deals. Money Mayweather just inked a massive $402 million real estate deal in New York City, buying up 60 apartment buildings from Black Spruce Management, the equivalent of 1,000 apartment units. Now, Floyd said the goal is to be able to provide affordable housing to families that need it. Most of the units are located in Upper Manhattan. And he said that when he was a kid, his dream was just to be able to own a home and that you can achieve anything if you put your mind to it. Damn, Floyd just bought the block. I'm proud of Floyd. He's come a long way. This is a guy who was once seen burning money in a nightclub. He spent $17 million on a watch. Not to pocket watch him, but people looked at him for years like, yo, he wastes a lot of money. Does he ever give back? And now he's providing affordable housing? Damn, Money Mayweather's come a long way. This is a real good look. It shows evolution. It shows maturity. Not to mention, it's always great to see another person of color become a landlord.
Long before the recent controversies, Mayweather built his financial empire by trusting his own instincts, including a famous $750,000 wager connected to one of his fights. And his independent approach to business became a major part of his success while also exposing him to significant risks.
Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top Rank boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when...
Unlike many athletes, Mayweather chose to manage his career and business affairs largely on his own, giving him complete control over major decisions, but also placing the responsibility entirely on him. A strategy that helped build his fortune while leaving little room for costly mistakes.
Floyd, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to his wealth? He didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him, and but he does everything goes through him. Everything. Floyd ain't very clever. Believe me. But training wise, the man's a genius. And it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete. But I never trained like the top boys. I just thought, don't worry out, because I love a row, I love the fighting. Let's just turn up. Yeah. I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out.
Mayweather often reflects on how difficult it was to build his influence before the social media era, saying he had to work for every bit of attention rather than reaching millions with a single post. And while he sees that struggle as part of what made his legacy meaningful, critics argue that he may now be relying too heavily on that reputation despite decisions that could hurt it.
Swift. Probably Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift didn't come up in the same era as me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if Taylor Swift can be relevant. Almost 30 years.
I was looking around, but the Floyd effect, the Taylor Swift effect.
Yes.
Like, you both have maximized and pushed the envelope and really just set the bar for everybody else that's coming after you.
But in today's time, there's different. You can push one button and 8 billion people can see it.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember how I got to the top. I had to grind. I had to wrap vehicles, take them across country with my face on it. I go a month straight doing interviews every day from morning to night to build myself.
Yeah.
So I come from nothing, but now push a button, push a button, push a button, and all you gotta do is sit back and watch. If I had a head start like these fighters nowadays, man, what? I have every...
Mayweather has claimed that his earnings can reach around $30 million a month, and despite being retired, he continues pursuing major paydays through exhibition events, with a potential Conor McGregor rematch often viewed as a huge commercial opportunity. Although critics still question whether another massive payday could come at the cost of his legacy.
The value in seeing it a second time. The first one wasn't bad, but the whole thing was this notion of suspense and unpredictability and what would it be. Well, you got to see what it was. He got marched down and beaten up.
Yeah, it seems like Floyd might realize within himself that that's the last giant money fight he can make. It would have to be as close to a real fight as possible. I mean, it's a Conor who can still throw his hands, although to your point, the brand is damaged and, you know, he needs a win badly in the UFC to revive that. But I wonder if Floyd at 45 is saying to himself, if I've got to fight one more time, a real fight, and that Logan fight was weird, and Floyd, I think, didn't expect to have to navigate it the way he did. I wonder if Floyd thinks this is it. But even that could be a trap fight for him, Luke, because of his age. You never know, okay? But to your point, it's hard to get amped up for it unless one or both of them is sort of riding a certain level.
That wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to join us again for the next one.